Alright guys, I want to show us how to use ZkBob, and the website is app.zkbob.com. So take note of that. app.zkbob.com. So I'm launching the site, and let's go. So when you get in, I have to start afresh, okay, for the purpose of this class. So this is where it's going to take you through that you should create a new ZkBob account. So you connect to your MetaMask. So you click on generate key. So it's going to sign you in. Okay, so you put in your password, your desired password, whatever you want to just use. Okay, it's your choice. It doesn't really have to do with the account. It just has to do with this particular computer. Okay, so after you're done with this, the next thing to do is to start depositing into ZkBob. But in a summary, this is how ZkBob works. As we all know that we are in a world of decentralization, and on blockchain you can actually read the transaction of anybody. Once you know my address, you can check my transactions, the funds that are coming in, the contracts that I interacted with today or any day. Everything is recorded on blockchain and is transparent. Anybody can just monitor you. But if you want to hide your transaction or the funds you send out, you don't want people to know, ZkBob can do that for you. Meanwhile, you can also make use of Tornado Cash, and that is how I'm going to do that today and show us how to go about it. So the first thing is to deposit. But what do we deposit? We deposit BOB. BOB is a token and is built currently on Polygon chain. Then how do we get access to it? So I'm going to click on get BOB here. So let's see. Okay, so it takes us to 1 inch, which is also cool. Okay, 1 inch is also cool. So I'm going to disconnect because I want another wallet to be connected and not those very one. So okay, so I'm connected to this. Okay, we're good now. So you must make sure you have Matic or any Polygon token, and also you need to have Matic as gas fee. So I'm using Matic and not USDC. So I'll be using 6 Matic for this transaction. Okay, all right, good. So I'm about to swap now. It's saying insufficient Matic. Let me check. Okay, he wants me to use less as because of gas fee. No problem. So I'm using 5.9. So I'll start my swapping. So my Matic will change to BOB right now, so that I'll use BOB for my transaction. To BOB. Okay, so that's done. That's done. It's as quick as that. So it's verified. Then you can now head back to your ZkBob. That means I've converted my Matic to BOB. So what do I need to do? I need to refresh. So you click on refresh. You click on refresh. So it's going to notice it. So now we have 6.82 BOB now. Before it was 0. So what do I need to do? I want to deposit it into the the interface, and it's going to do a bit work of hiding for me, so that nobody will be able to track me anymore. And you will see one beautiful thing about it. So I'm sending in 6.7, and instead of 6.8. Why? Because it's going to remove 0.1 BOB from it. So let's do the depositing. So I'm going to sign in to confirm or to agree. Okay, so it said 6.7 BOB deposited to the zero knowledge pool. So, got it. I agree with it. Now, you can check your history here. You want to check all your transactions. So, you come here. You will see it here that this is sign of deposit, and you can also see the amount here plus. So, it will tell you where it's coming from. But that's the last thing. You will not be able to track it anymore. Nobody is going to be able to track the fund anymore. Now it has left this place and it has come to this my ZkBob interface. When you come to this place account, you can click on it and you will click on generate receiving address. This gave me a nickname. It's not my name, it's just a name that generated itself. So you see the address, so you copy it. You can, let me see if I can transfer to myself. I wouldn't know if I can transfer to myself. Okay, so, but for every transaction, I have 0.1 BOB lost. So, I'm transferring to myself. Meanwhile, you can transfer to another person as well. Okay, so, let me see. If you have a ZkBob address, just transfer to that. And you're going to see it's going to generate a proof. For more interaction and for more possibility of airdrop on other accounts, it's wiser to send it to the other address. So it's done 6.6 BOB transfer, 6.6 BOB transferred. Now you can come to your history again and you can see, this one means transfer between the chain, not outside, not from ZkBob interface to Polygon, no, but between ZkBob interface. So it's interesting, and here you can hardly track transactions because it's no more on the main net as we used to see. And this address, you can generate a new address, so nobody will have access to the address because it can be tracked to your wallet. Second thing to do now is to check if what we sent has landed. Okay, so you can see, let's go and check. Okay, you see the balance, so it's there. At first it will leave, but now it reflects again, and that's how it works. Then the last thing to do is withdraw. That's the third interaction. So you can do this as often as possible so that it won't look as if you maybe you're just farming airdrop. So you click on this, copy your address, your main address, you're sending it back to your wallet. For example, okay, no, let me just send it back to my wallet direct. So I'm withdrawing. Okay, that's the last step. That's the last thing to do. I'm withdrawing and I'm done. Check this out. Look at your BOB balance. You have 0.0029. Now, take note, once this transfer is done, which is like bridging in and bridging out, once it's done, you will see a difference that the address, the wallet has been updated. So just take note of this change. That's how to show you that it's safe. There's no problem. You can move your funds in and you can move it out and you can turn it back to your Matic. Okay, so it said your withdrawal is in process, and that's it. It's as fast as that. So it's just a 3-way track and transaction. So take note, the change 6.529. Did you see? It just entered and reflected. So that is how ZkBob works. So you can come to history and see the transaction. Here, deposit. Here, transfer. Here, withdrawal. So that's how it works. So you can send between friends to ensure that you are really interacting with BOB platform. It's a good platform, and you can see you can't track. It's just showing contract. Nothing to track here. No way to track. There's no way. You can't track. Just see. Even if you check the log, you can't track. So you can't track, and that's how it works. So you won't be able to see where it's coming from or where it's going. You just see contract and instruction that happens on the ground. So that is how ZkBob works. Thank you for watching. Kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel. Bye.